Hello, and namaste from India. This is Kiranbir Sethi, founder of Design for Change, and I am thrilled to welcome you to Zone 2 of the wonderful Be the Change celebration. Yay! We've already witnessed some amazing stories from our Southeast Asian countries in Zone 1, and we cannot be more delighted to see the amazing stories of change and inspiration you all have given us. So, thank you for being the change, thank you for unleashing your I Can superpower, and continue to be contagious.
Hi again, everyone. Well, this is turning out to be just the most amazing way to celebrate World Children's Day. Thank you to all the children, panelists, and moderators from Zone 1. It was fantastic to hear your stories. So who's ready to kick off Zone 2? We have got another 18 teams ready to share their stories from Macau, Singapore, Japan, Saudi Arabia, Zambia, Lebanon, Jordan, Malaysia, Russia, and Ireland. We're also joined by our student moderators, Aisha and Dolly. Thanks for joining us. On our panel this time, we have Ernest and Joanne from Design Singapore Council. Design Singapore Council are one of the supporters of A Wonderful World by Design. They're also joined by Patsian from AVPN and Rachna from Oracle. Thank you so much to everyone that's watching. It's fantastic to have you here. Keep asking the questions, keep joining in, and let's get ready to hear some more wonderful stories of change. Hi everyone, welcome, an official welcome to A Wonderful World by Design. My name is Sophie from Design for Change Singapore. We're hosting the event today and we want to say thank you to our sponsors, Dettel and also Design Singapore Council. We're so pleased to have Joanne and Ernest with us from Design Singapore Council today as well. And we're doing this in partnership with Design for Change Global as well. So a warm welcome to our teams from Japan, Singapore and Macau today. So I'd love to hand over to our students so they can introduce themselves. How about our team from Macau? Please introduce yourselves to everyone.
Hello, my name is Ellen, and I'm a secondary 6 student in Pushing School. And I'm a very active person, and I have a great focus on the environmental problems, and that's why I started my project with my teammate Tiffany's, and why I'm here now. So Tiffany.
Hi everyone, I'm Tiffany and I'm also from Macau, and I'm mistake person, and I'm also concentrate on environmental issues. And so, me and Ellen has held charity flea markets and carnival this year.
Great, thank you. And our team from Singapore, would you introduce yourselves?
Hi everyone, my name is Kaylin from Singapore, and I really like to find out more about different topics. So that is why me and my friends have actually come together and found an issue that we faced in our school, so that we actually created this group so that we could reduce this problem or like solve this problem.
Hi, my name is Kieran. I'm a primary 5 student. I think that I am creative and I'm innovative, and that's why I think I am here today, because I thought of that since now food waste is a growing problem in the world, because now there's global warming and climate change. So that's why me and my friends chose this project.
Thank you. And Yoko, could you help me ask the students from our Japan team to introduce themselves?
じゃあ日本のみんな自己紹介します。名前、国、そしてプロジェクトについて一言か二言か言ってください。どうぞ。ほるかちゃんから。聞こえないよ。うん。ミュート外して。ミュート外せる？
こんにちは。Hello everyone. I'm Honoka Okada. I'm from Japan in Niigata.
Thank you, Honoka. Thank you. Thank you to our teams from Japan and from Macau and from Singapore as well. So we also have some grown-ups in the room. Yoko, you've just been translating. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. I'm Yoko from Japan, Design for Change Japan Global Partner. I usually work as a facilitator, teacher, and also interpreter. So I'm interpreting for kids from Japan today. Nice to see you, everyone.
Nice to see you too as well. Thank you, Yoko. And from Design Singapore Council today, we have Joanne and Ernest. Joanne, would you be able to lead off with the introductions?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Joanne. Yeah, very adult, I guess. I have 3 children who are around your age as well. So, yeah, maybe one area which I'm passionate about, which I like to share with everybody, is about design as well as sustainability. So, just a fun fact: I used to lead the Green Club, yeah, in my secondary school and JC days. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Ernest. I'm also from Design Singapore. I'm attached here and working with Joanne. Normally in my other life, I'm a teacher, and the kids that I teach are a little bit older than you. They're about 18 to 20. And it's really nice to see all of y'all. Thank you.
Thanks, Ernest. And rounding off our panel today, last but not least, we'd like to welcome Patsy. And Patsy, could you introduce yourselves to everyone?
Hi, everybody, and my name is Pat. Please call me Pat. It's easier to pronounce than Patsian. I'm from Singapore as well, and you can see from my background, this is a very typical Singapore background of HDB flats. Mom to 2 kids, both of them in primary school, so much more like our friends in Japan in terms of age group, but nonetheless very happy to see you guys here today. I actually work in some very strange topics like social investing, in philanthropy, but what it means is that we are trying to find different, doing very important to make the world a better place.
So Aisha, over to you.
So, okay, hi everyone, my name is Nur Aisha, but just feel free to call me Aisha. So basically, I'm from Malaysia, and I'm a 16 years old girl. So basically, I'm still studying, which is at SMK Lubuk Buntar. And I am super glad to be here because I was so excited to see all of these wonderful people and great leaders. So yeah, based on the videos I already seen that all of you guys fantastic work. So I would like to ask you guys, like, first I'm going to ask one questions. So what is the things that actually inspire you guys to take this initiative? Because as you all know, it's very difficult to start an initiative of making a change. So what is the thing that inspires you guys?
And who would you like to direct the question to first, Aisha? Which of the teams?
Yeah, I think I would prefer the team from the Singapore one.
So Kieran, Kaylin, what was your inspiration for the project? What inspired you?
What actually inspired me was that we created a survey and we found out that food waste was an issue in our school. So as a student in our school, it kind of concerned me on the issue of food waste in our school. So that kind of inspired us to start this project with our friends.
I also agree with Kaylin's point, because even though our friends knew about what was food waste and like we could recycle food waste, they didn't know how to compost food waste and maybe how to reduce the amount of food waste that they produce. So then I think that we took this opportunity to actually further explain on how composting works and like how you can help reduce food waste.
Yeah, I think it was a very good answer, because food waste is actually a very big issue to cover on, but it's glad to see all of these fantastic leaders are doing this fantastic work. So yeah, now I'm going to ask for a second question. So basically, I would love to learn more about, what is actually some of the biggest challenges that you face while working on this project. Basically, I want it to be more specific, which is from the community.
So would you like to direct the question to the Japan team or the Macau team?
Yeah, I would love to see from the Japan team.
じゃあ今回プロジェクトやった時の、難しかったこと、チャレンジだったことは何ですかという質問です。どれだったっけ？ 2 番目だね。ほのかちゃんかな、答えてください。
It took a lot of time for the preparation. I did my best to prepare in the limited time.
Yeah, I think time can often be a challenge for a lot of people doing this around your studies, and if you've had disrupted studies this year as well. So it's really impressive that through 2020 and all the hurdles it's thrown at you, that you have managed this. And Aisha, do you have a question for our Macau team?
Yeah, sure. So my question for them is that, what is the best moment that they ever faced while running this project, and why? Yeah, so over to the Macau team.
Actually, I think the whole process is quite interesting to me, and because I haven't participated in such a project, and it's good to have team working for the same purpose and to improve our community.
Yeah, I'll super agree with what you say. It is a very good initiative that you've taken, especially when you say that it's your first time. I hope you can continue working on this more.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you for your words of encouragement and for great questions as well. So Pats, can I ask, do you have a question for any of the teams in particular?
Is that directed at me, Sophie?
Yes. Do you have any questions
Okay,
for the teams?
sorry. Broke up a little bit for me there. I have a quick question for our friends in Macau. You are now in secondary school, so in years you will be going into higher education, possibly also joining the workforce a few years after that. What are some of the more important lessons you are going to bring with you as you grow older, as you go further in your education from this project?
Because what our project makes is quite a large project, is a very big market and kind of state, and it's very we have have the required skilled communication skill with our teammates and the cooperation skill with all of the student volunteers to help us to have this kind of big event. And like something like this kind of team spirit is very important for us to have our further study in the university, to participate in the group project, even the research paper. And this is quite a very important quality that I think is needed for us to have. Yes.
Great job. Thank you. Yes, teamwork, absolutely. And you guys have been working, some of you in smaller teams, some of you in bigger teams, and it's been brilliant to see what you've achieved working together so well. Joanne, do you have a question for one of the teams?
Yeah, maybe I'd just like to ask the Singapore team, how did you know that you were successful in this project?
We find out like that we were successful in the project when we didn't actually need to tell our friends to peel off their orange from the peel and put it into the compost bin, because then we found out that our friends now actually know that we are doing this composting, so they would be proactive in peeling it before they come to us and just drop it off into the bins. So that's how we found out that we were successful in our project.
I see. Lovely. So, but how long did it take? Maybe just to share with me for that to happen.
It actually took a few weeks because the students before that, they did not know anything about like composting. Like they knew some stuff, but they didn't know that much about it. So after we hosted like an online Google Meet with them to like share with them our project, and we slowly, during recess, we actually guided them to tell them how do they peel off the orange peels, and we helped them and like told them why we were doing this and our cause.
Thank you.
I want to add on to Kaylen's point. Not only did we also do that, we also added posters. We put them around the school to show on how to like what to do to what to put into compost and what to put into the food waste. So then not only we saw that they actually willingly did it on their own without us having to guide them. We also statistics wise, we saw that there was less food waste and there were less food waste being produced by our students.
Thanks, Kieran.
Thanks, Karen. And over to you, Ernest. Do you have a team for a question, for Hanoko, Taishi, and Sai in Japan?
Yes, I do actually. I saw in their presentation there was a picture of a kite, and on the kite there was a drawing. Did the team actually do the drawing themselves, and did they enjoy flying the kite?
日本のお友達、タコの写真を見たけど、あれに絵が描いてあったのは、みんなが描いたんですかっていうのと、自分たちで飛ばしたのはどうでしたか、楽しかったかっていう質問です。どうぞ。いいよ。日本語でいいから。
私たちが描いたのもありましたけど、タコ組の方々が持ってきてくださったものもあって、タコ揚げはとても楽しかったです。
So we drew some of the kite, but the the other ones we got from the area, the community people brought us, but it was such a fun to fly the kite.
Thank you.
Can I ask how big was the kite that they were flying?
飛ばしたタコってどのくらい大きかったの？
畳1畳人間8人分人間8人日本で畳8枚
畳8枚分です。
畳8枚分ちょっと待って、8、3、24、24 square meter?
Wow. I think it's such a fantastic symbol of happiness to see that flying in the sky. I think the projects that you've done from happiness, food waste and composting, and your charity flea market, and getting people to understand about waste, just all have such an incredible amount of value.
Hi, I'm Farisha. I'm from Kota Baru, Kelantan, Malaysia. I'm here to tell you about Langkawi Island, which is situated in the land of vast paddy fields, Kedah Darul Aman. Langkawi is an archipelago made up of 99 islands on Malaysia's west coast. Surrounded by turquoise sea, the interior of the main island is a mixture of picturesque paddy fields and double-pad hills, paradise for thrill seekers and nature lovers alike worldwide. I am proud and grateful to be living in this wonderful world. Welcome to Malaysia.
Hello, we are the group Forget Must Not, and we are here at the Newton Food Centre. This is the oldest hawker centre in Singapore. We love this place as the food is awesome and it's a vibrant hawker centre in Singapore.
Did you know that Gordon Ramsay has visited this place? It was also featured in the blockbuster film Crazy Rich Asians. Whenever we visit this food centre, we can't control the urge to consume the food.
We're excited to be living in this remarkable and wonderful world.
Well done for all the projects that you have put in, all the hard work. And let me formally welcome all of you to this special event. It brings children together to connect, collaborate, and of course to create new ideas. And also invites you to listen to the story of impact and understand how children of the world are agents of change, whereby small action can make a big impact. Of course, a very well welcome to the folks in Singapore, our panelists, our student moderator, and my name is Winnie. I'm a trainer with Design Change Singapore, right? And I'm going to hand over to the student team to do a formal introduction, of which we'd like to know your name, the country you're from, and one or two statements on the project that you work for. All right, so could we have the student from Dajong Primary School first? Charles?
So my name is Charles, and a quick introduction of the Design Got Talent is where we provide students with a platform to showcase their talents, and not only has it been done physically in school, but we also have put it online to take use of what we have and the online resources that are provided in the internet.
Right. So you found that Dajong has many talent, right? It's a talent show.
Yeah.
Yes. Anaki, what about you?
Design Got Talent also gives the students a scenario, a problem for them to overcome, so they gain more experience and values that they can bring on towards their future.
Yeah, well done, right? What about Rihanna? What about students from Dongchun Primary?
I think that I help the elderlies and I help with their hand and eye coordination.
Wow, that's a big contribution to our seniors in Singapore, right? Yes, and to you, Abdurazi, what do you think?
What I've done was, it's very simple. It's just the shoe box, like a shelf for where you put your shoes. So what I've done is was label it by everybody's name, so it doesn't get mixed like it used to.
Right.
And yeah, that's about it.
So a small idea, but a big impact in the household, in particular,
Yeah.
someone with lots and lots of shoes, right? Yeah. Okay. And our panelists, over to you. Maybe we start with Joanne. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Joanne here. I'm with the Design Singapore Council. Behind me is actually, I don't know, fun fact, right? Whether or not anyone knows, but design has been ingrained in Singapore for over 50 years. So I think just now you mentioned about the HDB flats. That is an iconic Singapore design as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. So very happy to have heard about your stories and keen to find out more. Thanks.
Yeah. Maybe to Ernest?
Hi, I'm Ernest. I'm also from Design Singapore. I've been working here for the last 1 year, but usually in my other life, I'm a teacher. I teach students who are between 17 and 20, and I teach in a school of design.
Wow, lots of teaching experience that we can tap on. And last but not least, we have Petsian.
Hi, everybody. I'm also from Singapore, and as was pointed out just now, was it about Anaki?
Yes, Anaki said that the HDB flat. I see that will change the the screen
in
behind.
Singapore, we love our HDB flats, and I'm very proud to have them as my background. I come from not from design, but I come from a very important part of my work, which is that we look at resources, money, people, time that can support good work that come from people like you who want to change the world a little bit at a time.
Right, well said. Yeah. And of course, last but not least, we have our student moderator, Aisha from Malaysia. Aisha, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, hi everyone. So basically, my name is Nur Aisha, but you guys can just feel free to call me Aisha. So I'm a 16 years old girl who is like all of you guys know I'm from Malaysia, and I'm from SMK Lubuk Buntar. So I guess one of the things that I'm so proud about my country is that I think the diversity, because we all live in harmony. Yes, I do admit that sometimes we fight, but most of the time we love each other.
Yes, and the love that bonds, hopefully the Singapore and the Malaysian, right? And Aisha will now pose an open question to our three team here. Aisha, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So I would like to ask the first themes that you show based on the videos. I would really love, because it was such an amazing initiative. It's like about this kind of stuff. So I would like to ask, what is like the first thing that inspire you? Like the first spark of motivations that inspire you to continue with doing all of this project?
And you're directing the question to which team?
Yeah,
Aisha?
the first team. The first team that we saw in the videos.
I see.
I think I was inspired because my grandfather, the hands were shaky, so I wanted to make something so that his hands would not be so shaky, and also train his hand so he can hold things properly.
Wow, that's a lot of hard work that goes into a spark, right? And that motivation and inspiration have really helped the senior in particular. Yes. And with that, we'd like to get the panelists to ask a question each to the team, and maybe we'd like to have Joanne going first. Joanne, you have a question for the team?
Yeah. So maybe to the Dazhong Got Talent, right?
Yes, Dazhong Got Talent. Yeah.
Just wanna check. Is this what inspired y'all, and how is this actually different from your other regular talent shows that Dazhong has?
So basically, Dazhong Got Talent was inspired by our teachers. Our teachers held a lot of various activities in their classes that help class bond and help those in our classes to speak out. So we wanted to use this kind of idea and apply it to the whole school. And for the second question, there is no other talent show in Dazhong Primary School.
And adding to Anaki's point, as said by him, it gives them a chance to speak up, which in turn helps them to build a confidence which can be used by them in the future. And also for the second question, there's a difference that this talent show is school-wide compared to, which makes the jobs of teachers easier, so that they do not have to hold each talent show in the class separately.
So it is a school-wide kind of a program, and of course that really added on to the confidence that the student will build on, right? Yeah, that's good. Yes, good job. Yeah.
Thank you.
How about Ernest? A question from you?
Hi, I have a question for Abdul Aziz. Have you thought about using your design and creating a solution for other parts of the home?
Like probably not in the exact same way, but yeah, I've done other things.
Tell us a little bit about some of the other projects you worked on.
So okay, I had a couch, like it's not very big, but once you sit on it, they split, so it's two separate couches. So what I decided to do was stick them together by like nails and wood, so they never moved apart again.
It looks like you have a career in design coming up.
Sounds good, really sounds good. Yeah. And what about Petsian? Your question?
Hi, I have a question for Riona about her project. Old folks generally have a few difficulties in their physical movement. So I'm glad to see you have this exercise project for their hands. Do you think there could be, what kind of other ideas do you have about other physical difficulties they may be experiencing?
Maybe they cannot hear very well. So I'll try to make something to improve their hearing.
Wow, another designer in the making, right? Yeah. And all those simple ideas can really be put into good use. I like the shoe idea very much, because we had the same problem at home, trying to identify, whose belongs to who, and it's really a painstaking task every time trying to locate, your pair of shoes, right? So really, more ideas, big impact. Yeah, at least for the home at this point in time. Yeah. And really great job for all the teams that submitted their ideas and their creation and the solution. And of course, we look forward to having more and more ideas that's being generated to help solve problems, right, that you may face in the school, at home, or in the society in general. I like to, of course, give lots of encouragement to you guys to ensure that there are more fresh ideas all the time. And is there any other question that you may have from the panelists? Maybe anything else for the students here? Any other question that you may have?
Yeah, Actually, I want to ask about the. Oh, hi. Actually, I want to ask Abdul Aziz. I think it was such a simple project, but actually, like what you say, but leave a very big, how do I say, big impact to others.
Yeah.
So I would like to ask you, do you have any future plans on making this kind of thing sustainable? So in the future.
Like right now I don't, but now I learned that if I found a problem, I can just think about a quick solution, and it will make a big impact.
Yeah, that is really something that each of us should look forward to, being able to identify a problem and come up with some creative solutions or designs, that can solve our problem as we go along. All the work well done, and congratulations to the team for putting their effort and doing a job well done, and of course being recognized by your schools for all the effort. And this session has been great because it allows us to come together on a virtual platform to learn about each other's project. And of course, 1 + 1 is more than 2. So we gain along the way. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Thank you, everyone.
Bye. See you.
我现在在行天宫，这个庙已经50岁了，我觉得这里很漂亮，这也是一个环保的庙，它是台湾第一个不烧香的庙，但是我想跟神明讲话的时候，我就会来这里。Happy to do this.
Hello, I'm Jonathan. This is Gardens by the Bay in Singapore. As a nature lover, this place is a sanctuary. Amidst the exotic flowers and plants, it's a sustainable technology which powers this futuristic park. Whenever I'm in the park, I feel myself being teleported to a different world and surrounded by the wonders of nature. I'm excited to be living in this wonderful world.
Welcome to A Wonderful World by Design. And this is the first virtual global Be the Change festival. And we are really celebrating the change makers, our young change makers in this present and in the future. So we are, by being here in this space, we're inviting everyone to listen, right? To listen to the stories of these young people who have somehow managed to, with their imagination and big hearts, make some real impact in their community. And so without further delay, let's see who they are. So maybe I will go around and how about Tina? I get you to introduce yourself first.
Given girl, and I made and sold, or I prepared and sold planting kits and collected all the money I got from the kits to get buy winter gear for less advantaged kids.
Thank you. Wow, that's wonderful. Okay, how about we hear from Albert?
Hi, I'm Albert from Singapore. So my group and I, we raised money during a school open house to purchase a food decomposer to decrease the amount of food waste produced by our school.
Wow. Okay, thank you. And maybe your teammate, right, Fazana?
Hi, I'm Firzana. I'm from Singapore. To raise the money, we made some keychains and stickers to sell to the public.
Thank you. Yeah, that's very meaningful. I think right now it's also important that we are taking care of resources, right, in these times as well. Thank you. And maybe let's hear from Pia.
Hi, I'm Pia. I'm from Lebanon. Our project was about helping teenagers under 18 to stop smoking.
Very meaningful. Thank you, Pia. Hi, Krista.
I'm Krista Maria Farah. I'm from Lebanon. And our project was to help people know that smoking will kill them and they're in danger, so they can stop.
Thank you, Krista. And maybe now that we have known a little bit about our student teams, how about the panelists, right? So adults, I will not point a name. Let's see who wants to go first. Just quick introduction of yourself. Yes.
My name is Ernest. I'm from Singapore. I work for Design Singapore Council, but usually I work as a teacher, and I'm used to dealing with lots of young people from the age of 17 to 20. And I'm really happy to be here today.
Thank you. We're really happy you're here too. Thank you, Ernest. Joanne or Pat?
I go first, is it?
Hi,
everybody. Yes, I'm Joanne. I'm from Design Singapore Council. I've been working here for a very long time, actually, almost 10 years. But before that, I was a designer. And specifically doing furniture design. So it was very exciting because every day I was in the business of creation. And I am happy to say that even now in the council, I'm still in the business of creating new things every day, and more importantly, creating impact. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Joanne. And how about Pat?
Pat, and hello, greetings to our friends from as far as Jordan and Lebanon. I am, it's very hard to describe what I do. The simplest way for me to explain it is to say that as you guys take your ideas that are trying to change the world from small to big, you're going to need a lot of support, whether it is in the form of money or people or time.
Yeah.
And what I do is try to move some of that money, people, and time, organizations, and yours.
A very important part of the process, isn't it? Yeah, for projects.
It's boring things, but important things.
Yes. I mean, nothing is too small. Like everybody plays a part in this process of making an impact. And Aisha, so Aisha is a student moderator. So if you introduce yourself to us, Aisha, and actually you can pick up from there and just go ahead and ask the student team some questions after you introduce yourself.
Okay, sure. So hi everyone, it's my third time introducing, but I'm still excited. So my name is Nur Aisha, but you guys can just feel free to call me Aisha. So basically I'm 16 years old, which means that I'm in my secondary school. I'm from Malaysia, and I'm here super excited. And of course, I was so amazed to look at all of this amazing work by all of these future leaders. So without waiting, I would really love to ask questions to the Lebanon team first. So because as you guys already said that just now, based on the videos, that you guys are mostly like working with the teenagers, with the school student in order to like stop them from smoking. So of course you guys will face like, you know, it's difficult, especially to educate teenagers since they are like growing up, so they want to explore more. So based on that, I would like to ask you, what are some of the like negative response that you receive from the students, and what did you do in order to like, you know, to overcome that challenges?
Good question. Thank you. So maybe Pia or Krista, who is Krista want to go ahead? Yes.
Yes. One day, we knew by coincidence that our friends were in danger. It was one day we started the project, and our goal was to let them stop smoking for a better, healthy life. First, we met a Lebanese politician named Namat Fam, and we asked him about the law of smoking under 18. He also planned an interview with a pharmacist who warned us about the effects of smoking to health. An old man who started smoking at a young age told us about the consequences in this personal experience. Because of COVID-19 lockdown, teenagers were forced to stay home, so we cooperated with their families to help them, lead them to stop smoking, and practice some sports or activities. Last but not least, we wrote a tune and a song to motivate them to stop smoking for a healthier life. The song captured them, so they made a video about it. We were so glad knowing that most of them quit smoking, and 2 of them are now in sports teams.
So it's like using sports and songs, right, to help them. Wow, very creative, isn't it? Aisha, did that answer your question, or do you want to like?
Yeah, I think you really answered my question, especially based on the activities that they explained. I think it was a very good. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It was like fantastic works. So yeah, good jobs. And now I would love to ask for the second group, which is from Singapore group. So based on the, you know, all of the superpower that we all have shared just now, when you're doing your project, where do you think that you are actually practicing the superpower that you said just now? Yeah, it's over to the Singapore groups.
You can take a minute to think. How about Albert? Do you have any views on that?
I didn't catch the last part. Could you repeat the last part of the question?
Maybe I shall repeat the question. That's perfect.
Oh yeah, sure. So basically, we already said all of our superpowers just now, and some of us say that we are very good at talking, and some say that we are like using all of the creativity. And because we all know, we all have that superpower inside us. So based on the superpower that you have during your, so basically, I want to say that when do you think you are like using your superpower when you are running this project?
So while we were doing the project, there were quite a few difficulties we had to overcome to reach our goals. So I used my superpower of resilience to not give up and come up with ways to overcome such hurdles that were, especially some hurdles were quite intimidating to overcome. Like the price of the food waste machine was quite high, so it was quite difficult to raise enough funds for that. But with my resilience, our group didn't give up, and we raised enough funds to buy a machine.
The power of resilience. Thank you, Albert.
It was a very good answer. So I would like to go for the last team. I think I would really wonder, like all of these leaders are doing such a great job. So must be kind of difficult, especially when you are dealing with the school staff and with your own project. So I want to ask, how did you manage your time well in order to make a balance between your school and also your project?
So wait, can you repeat it? Because it was glitching for me.
Yeah, sure. So I was asking you, how did you manage your time well while dealing with the school staff and also with your project?
So I went to school. My school, usually I go back home around 3:30, and I tried to I had like an Excel sheet where I kind of managed all my orders and stuff, because I got lots of orders. Like, what people want to buy the kits, and I tried to I used Instagram to send them messages of when I can deliver the kits. So I tried using that. So then I had some time to do my homework. Then I had an hour or two to for my project.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was great. She's really using the benefit of internet.
Yeah. Thank you, Tina. And maybe before we move on to the panelists, let's all have a thumbs up for all the great questions by Aisha and all this great sharing. And how about maybe now the panelists, right? Any of you have any questions for the student teams? Maybe Pat, because you're just beside me on the screen. So
I have a question first for the Singapore team. Since you're working on food waste, what are some of your early ideas for how you may want to encourage students in your school to bring their lunch home? How will they now also reduce food waste at home after your experience?
Valid question. Maybe Fazana want to try?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Of course. So you've done quite a good work now to encourage the students and the canteen vendors to reduce food waste with your compost. You may want to encourage your other students to also reduce food waste when they are at home.
My team and I, we did a few presentations in front of different classes, and we explained to them the ways on how they can reduce their own food waste without buying the food waste machine, since it's quite costly. Yeah.
So there were presentations done as well. Yeah, thank you. How about Ernest or Joanne? Let's give a go.
I'm just wondering for maybe the Lebanon team regarding smoking. Yeah. How long did you take to actually convince your friends to stop smoking? How long was the process?
It took us 9 months or 10, all year long.
All year long, is it? Okay. And in terms of how did it actually work? Was it like Pia, for you keep on reminding that person, like say, hey, don't smoke, or what was it like for 9 months?
We tried to help to let them watch the harmful effects of smoking. So when they look at the cigarettes, they will think that it's killing them. And we try to remind them every time that they shouldn't do that because it's harmful for when they grow up.
Wow.
Okay.
So there was
difficult? Was it difficult? Did you find it difficult doing that? Or was it like, oh, it's very easy?
It was difficult a little bit because they were older than us, a year older than us. So first they thought that it was difficult.
It's a lot of courage, isn't it? Someone just now was wishing courage to people. When you want to do something good, you need courage as well. Thank you, Pia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne. Ernest, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question for Tina, which is, who are the people who are most helpful to you in doing your project?
My mom helped me a lot by helping me manage my orders and the logistics and stuff. And I invited some friends over to help me make some kits.
Your mom must be very proud of you. Thank you.
I think so. Thank you, Tina. And so let's all do a thumbs up again. All the nice questions from the panelists to all the students. And now we are not really wrapping up yet. We might have the chance to have a little bit more of conversations, but if it's okay at this point in time for us to just do like a wrap-up photo first, okay? So you know how we were just all gesturing just now with the positive wish for all the friends. So maybe let's just do that while I capture a screenshot for everyone. Is that okay? So just press, just doing the gesture and holding there while I press, all right? So go for 3, 2, 1, and hold on. All right, thank you. So thank you once again, everyone, for being here. And once again, maybe now, since we're at the end, just do a 1 clap for everyone and go. And thank you. So that's all for today, for this session. So I hope to see more great projects coming up, right? Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye. Good luck.
Bye. See ya.
Friends and teachers, my name is Muhammad Naki. I'm from Datang Primary School. Today I'll be showing you one of Singapore's most iconic places. This is a HDB flat, Singapore's #1 public housing estate. The neighbors here are also very kind and friendly. Hi! If you visit Singapore, you'll find HDB flats all over the place. It's a whole community. Thank you for watching.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Tainali.
Y yo soy Luis.
En este momento nos encontramos en un lugar muy turístico de nuestro pueblo, el cual es La Herradura.
Ya que desde este punto nosotros podemos obtener una muy buena vista de lo que es nuestro corregimiento.
En nuestro pueblo existen varios emprendimientos gracias al trabajo de la gente y la colaboración.
Estos emprendimientos los podemos representar a través de mingas, en los cuales las personas se reúnen a hacer trabajos comunitarios para el bien de nuestra comunidad.
Bueno, eso fue todo. Gracias.
Chao.
welcome to this session. And it has been a privilege to be able to host this recording. Definitely welcome to One Wonderful World by Design. And this event brings together children from all over the world. As you can see, we have students from Malaysia, Singapore, Zambia, to connect, to collaborate, as well as to create new ideas. And of course, inviting you to listen in, to share the story of the impact and understand how you have been a agent of change, and as well as making the small action into a big impact in your community. Right, and before I would like to go on, it would be nice to be able to hear from all of you.
Up, please.
Yes, I would like you to introduce yourself first, your name and your country you're from, and a line or two about your project that you are done. So maybe I'll start off with the Malaysian team first. Would you introduce yourself?
Okay. My name is Yusuf, and I'm 10 years old.
My name is Dia. I am 9 years old.
My name is Aisha. I am 9 years old.
My name is Alimi. I'm 10 years old.
Yes. Would you like to tell us a little bit about your project?
Our project is Education for All. This project, called Education for All, is a special project for students with special needs at SK Raja Bahar. Among the activities have carried out are creating smart dustbin goes for and pizza making activities at the nearby Domino Pizza store. This Education for All project is in support of the preservation of Sustainable Development Goals 4.
All right, so you have done a lot for the project, and I believe you have gained a lot, and later on Rashna may have some questions for you to find out a little bit more. What about the team from Zambia? Would you like to introduce yourself again and tell us a little bit about your project? Jane?
I'm Jane Lenga from Zambia. And I'm Eliot from Zambia and Dora. Our project is Designed for Change. Our project is Designed for Change Zambia. We picked on this project because we wanted somebody's life to be changed through helping them in many things.
Would you like to repeat the last sentence? It's a little bit muffled for all of us.
Okay, we picked on this project because we wanted to help many people in many things. And we wanted somebody's life to be changed.
The project is called
And
My
what we did, we came off My
Yes.
Sister's Keeper.
Yes. And you sound really muffled, and it is a project that you're going to help the students who have early marriage and be able to support them. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, that's good.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and I believe that they must have benefited quite a fair bit for the fellow classmates or schoolmates. Over to the SGI team, would you like to introduce yourself once again and also tell us a little bit about your project?
Hi.
That sounds really...
Hi, my name is Samuel, and beside me is Jiu.
If you have multiple devices on, just make sure when you're talking, the other devices are on mute. Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Sorry, experiencing some audio issues.
Yeah, I'm just
mute the other folks. If you have more than one laptop in the room, just make sure everyone else is on mute.
Maybe let Samuel try again and see whether it comes across clearly.
Okay, testing.
Now I get feedback, so it's not too really bad. Yeah. What about over to Timothy? And maybe Timothy, you talk a little bit about the project and introduce your team, maybe.
Hi, can you hear me? Hi. Okay, I'm Timothy Junction, and okay, our project is basically about like e-waste, and we're trying to like manage the e-waste in Singapore here. And hopefully through this, we hope to raise awareness internationally. And if we are given the support we have, we hope that we can create campaigns to help the less fortunate around us.
It's still very, very muffled, but I can only help you to narrate the project that you are doing. And that is basically handling some e-waste, trying to correct some e-waste habits, right?
Yes.
Is that correct? Yes. Yeah. Okay. I will still try and get you to engage to talk, but if it comes across muffled again, then we maybe have to see how best the information can be communicated across. All right. And is that Dolly? Is that Dolly from Lebanon? Dolly, you have to unmute.
Hello everyone.
Hi Dolly.
My name is Namaskar. I'm from Lebanon and I'm 12 years old.
What I'm hearing is a bit muffled, but you're saying that you're from Lebanon? Yes?
Yes.
And you are Dolly, right?
Yes, my name is Dolly Namaskar and I'm from Lebanon. I'm 12 years old, I'm a student council.
Oh, all right, welcome. And all of us have kind of get to know all of you. And of course, now we need Rashna to introduce herself so that the students from the various countries is able to get to know you a little bit better. Over to you, Rashna.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me all right, everyone? Yes?
Yes.
Okay,
all right. I'm good.
Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. I'm very excited to be here on this panel. My name is Rashna Sampaio. I am based here in Singapore, and I work for a company called Oracle Corporation that makes software for lots and lots of customers and to make life easy across the globe. Now, coming back to your project, very excited when I heard about it, very excited to participate, and very excited to see you guys on Zoom. As you are talking about your projects to me, I saw the videos. They are fantastic. At your age, for you to think about doing something for the society, I think it is an absolutely brilliant thing to do. Even I cannot claim that I have done something extraordinary for the society as you have done so. I am very happy to see the project that you have selected, Malaysia team, doing something specific for the society where you have children with special needs. Absolutely brilliant. Zambia team, doing something for underprivileged people that you have recognized in your community. You want to do something specific for them. Singapore team, specifically on the environmental side, for you to pick a subject and do something around it, brilliant. And from Lebanon, Jolly, you picked up a very, very sensitive topic to do something about. So I'm very excited to see your projects and very happy that I'm part of it. And I'm very happy that I got the opportunity to hear directly from you what your projects are all about. With all the sounds, all the technical challenges, I got absolutely clearly, I could hear what you guys were telling me about your project. So congratulations and very excited.
Great.
Vinny, you want me to ask questions?
Yeah. And of course, congratulations to all the team who have put in so much hard work. I think we have an open question from Lebanon, right? To be directed to all the teams. And would you like to deliver that, please?
Okay, yes. I would like to ask all the team one question about their project. What was the most important difficulty or challenge you faced while working on your project?
All right, the question is, what is the most difficult things that you face or the challenges that you're faced with during the project? And would the Singapore team would like to take it on first. Student from SGI, what do you think? What is the most challenging thing that you're faced with during the process or during the project?
Let's hear from Malaysia.
Let's hear from Malaysia.
What was the most difficult?
What is the most challenging things you're faced with when you're doing the project?
What some challenges we actually encountered was the needs analysis about the people, because we didn't know how significantly our project will actually impact the people around us. And also it was very difficult for us to come up with an interesting storyline that actually weaves in both facts about e-waste pollution and also solutions to this problem, and also to create a very engaging storyline so that it appeals to the masses of different ages. So yeah, that was one of the challenges we faced.
I see, most definitely, because the amount of e-waste that we are generating every day, unless we have a solution to be able to dispose of them properly, it will definitely be a source of pollution for our environment, for sure. Right?
Yes.
So that's a lot of hard work, and definitely the challenges and the difficulties you are faced up with wasn't that it's not a really an easy one that you could easily resolve, I'm sure. What about the Malaysian team? What is it that you're faced with, particularly some difficulties when you're doing this project?
Among the challenges we had to go throughout this project was that we were given the task to create multifunctional and automatic means to facilitate movement and help special needs students clean their classrooms. The next challenge is to list some outdoor educational activities that are suitable for students with special needs. Among the planned outdoor educational activities such as car washing, spa massage, and spreading roti canai. However, we only managed to bring students with special needs to make pizza with the help of our teachers.
Right. I think along the way you really learned a lot about the difficulties the special needs students are faced with on the daily basis. And of course, the solution that you have come up with have definitely helped them quite a fair bit. And the challenges obviously weren't that easy, because to understand a special needs student, there will be a lot of observation that you have to put in place to be able to discover what is it that they are faced with every day, right? What about our team from Zambia? What are the difficulties that you face along the way when you're doing the project?
We faced some difficulties because our project is supposed to come up with solutions. So our project was to help those people who are married at early age. So it was difficult for us to ask those people what challenges they face after getting pregnant at early age. Some of them, they were thinking that we are asking them just to laugh at them. So it was quite difficult for us.
I see. And what about you? What do you think, Jane?
Other difficulties we faced was this project we picked on. We was supposed to help those girls who got pregnant at the tender age. We helped them to buy things that they are lacking, like sanitary pads, body lotion, and other things, because we found that the things that made them to get pregnant at the tender age, it's because others they are orphans, others they are not managing things. So the difficulties we found, it was we were sacrificing our lunch money to buy for them food, body lotion, and sanitary pads. So that was a challenge, because it's not easy to sacrifice your lunch money and contribute to buy them things they want.
On this note, I'd like to say goodbye and thank you very much for your participation. All the different team from Singapore, Malaysia, and Zambia.
Yes, thank you.
And of course,
thank you.
Everyone, have a
good day.
Bye-bye.
I love this place because it is so beautiful. Paddy is a type of grass which belong to cereal family, such as corn and wheat. It is a huge green and yellow. I really like this place because I can breathe fresh air. I am excited to be living in this wonderful world.
I'm from Moscow, Russia. I'm here to showcase you Akropotki Sky Station. It was built in 1935. This place makes me feel inspired. Actually, I don't know exactly why. Maybe because of the unbelievable atmosphere here. To tell the truth, as long as I need to make a right decision, I will go here. Because only right ideas are come to my mind while being here. All in all, I'm delighted to be living in this wonderful world.
thank you everyone for joining us today for A Wonderful World by Design. We're thrilled to be able to introduce students from Singapore and Russia and our host today from Lebanon as well, to be able to celebrate World Children's Day and all these amazing projects that our students have been working on. So thank you all for being here. We can't wait to hear about your real stories of change and the impact that you have been having. So I'd really like to introduce everyone, or for you to introduce yourselves today. So first of all, from the Global Indian International School in Singapore, can I ask our team to introduce themselves?
Sure. Hello everyone, I am Janvi Bhatt. Me and Manveer are representing from GIIS Smart Campus and we are from grade 5.
I'm Manvi Singh from class 5, Global Indian International School, Singapore. Thanks.
Thank you guys, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And our other team today from Singapore Commonwealth Secondary School, would you be able to introduce yourselves?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jayakumar Deshna, and I'm from secondary school, and I study in Commonwealth Secondary School.
Hello, everyone. I am Dakshina Murthy Sadhana from Commonwealth Secondary School, Singapore.
And our last student team today, we have got Nikita. Would you be able to tell us about yourself?
Well, I'm a bit older, I'm 17, and I study in Pokrovsky Kvartal. It is in Moscow, Russia. Well, thanks.
Thank you, welcome. And we have a panelist with us today. Rachna, may I ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Right, so my name is Rachna Sampaio. I am based here in Singapore. I work for an IT company called Oracle Corporation as the human resources leader. And I've been in Singapore. I've lived in different parts of the world. I grew up in India. I lived in Dubai. Then I lived in Australia, and now I'm living in Singapore.
Thank you so much, and for bringing your international perspective with you today as well. And in Lebanon, we have Dolly. She is our student moderator. Dolly, I'm handing over to you to introduce yourself and to ask a question to all the teams, please.
Okay. Hello, my name is Dolly Osama Sar. I'm from Lebanon. I'm a 20 years old Maqasid learner. My experience at Design for Change started 3 years ago at Aisha School. I presented Lebanese skills at Taiwan and Italy, and I was lucky to meet the Pope Francis at Vatican. Thank you.
I would like to ask
all the teams about what was the most preferable part and they had the most fun during their project.
So Dolly, just to check, your question was what was the most fun bit of when they did their project?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Which team do you want to ask first? One of the Singapore teams or Nikita in Russia?
Nikita.
Okay, Nikita, you're leading off for us. What was the most fun bit of your project? And just tell us a little bit about what it was as well that you were doing.
Well, my project is an indoor navigator in shopping centers. And I've been doing this project for a year, and I continue doing it. And to tell the truth, the most not funny but emotional part of my project is the presentation to a director of the main bank in Russia, and it was really puzzling for me to do it, and I was really nervous. So this part of my life really was fun. I have fun.
Thank you.
That's
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, I can imagine that's like full of emotion, presenting something that you've put so much time into as well. And Manveer, Janvi, Dolly's question.
Sure. I have always believed that communication is the best weapon to solve any issue. I had just so much fun researching on litter prevention and sharing it with the class during the tutor periods, hoping it will be a cause of change.
I would like to add a few more words. My favorite part was the quality circle times. It was the only time when we used to get to interact with the friends and teacher. and then find a problem, then its solution.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And Sadhana and Deshna, what about you? What was a fun part of your project?
We had the most fun making all the videos for the competition because we got time to interact with each other in our group. We also had much fun when we Zoomed together with each other online because we got to share our ideas and aspects of our points of view.
Fantastic. Thank you. Dolly, do you have another question you want to ask any of the teams?
Yes. Okay, my question was, how can you sum your project by 3 words?
Did you guys catch that one? How can you sum up your project in 3 words? Okay, so we'll work backwards. How about Deshna, Sadhana? What would you say were 3 words that summed up your project?
Forget mask not.
Ah, okay. You know that the title of these guys' project? Forget mask not. So who this year has been having to wear masks in their countries? Yeah, Dolly, in Lebanon, have you been having to? All of us. So this is a really interesting project this year. Forget mask not. Okay, Janvi, Manvir, what about 3 words to sum up your project?
I can do that. We can do.
I love it. Very confident. Absolutely. We can do it, right? And Nikita, what about you? 3 words?
Well, don't waste your time, but it is 5 words. But
it's fair enough. So Dolly, what advice do you have for the students? You've been doing DFC for 3 years. What advice do you have for everyone when they take their projects further in the future?
You are the agents of this world, so believe in yourself.
Thank you, Dolly. Fantastic words. Yeah, absolutely. Believe in yourself. We're so pleased that you can be here to share your words with everyone as well. So Rachna, what questions do you have for the teams? Please direct them as you want.
Right. Okay. So first, I want to congratulate each and every one of you. The projects are very innovative, I have to say. Very exciting. Things that I don't see grown-ups do very often, that you guys have thought through and done. Taken time away from your studies as you're studying and investing that time to do something for the society. I think it's wonderful. It's beautiful. I read through, I've now seen the video as well. I think it's amazing what you guys have done, whether it is, don't forget the mask and here is how you can do it, or teaching your friends not to litter, and our smart project leader who has created an application to navigate people. I think that's brilliant. So the question I have for all 3 groups is, who is the inspiration behind your project? So I'll start with Nikita, you. Who inspired you to come up with this project?
Well, my business coach, Daniel, he invited me in another project and told me if I had really wanted. Well, I agreed, and I will take you a bit of time because I want to explain to tell how did I make up my project. First of all, I thought about the film with Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. Well, it was filmed in a big business center, and I thought, what can I do? And once I had an application, Yandex Maps, and it gave me a kind of message. How did it work? How was it? Don't lose yourself. Well, it's kind of this, and in my brain, these 2 things were combined together, and as a result, navigation for shopping centers. And I had the problem during my it is a motivation, because when you do a project during whole year, you may have faced depression, a kind of, and Daniel said that it is only you who decides whether or not to continue this project, and it really inspired me. Well, I don't know why, but it really inspired me, and as a result, I continue doing my project.
Well done. I think it's brilliant. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. Who would have thought Tom Cruise would be an inspiration? But there you go. You know, strange things happen. I'll go to Janvi and Manvir. So who's your inspiration?
For us, we have had several points of inspiration. Like first, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or Clean India mission that was initiated by the government in the year 2014. And the main objective of this mission was to eliminate open defecation and improve solid waste management. And this was a main point of inspiration for us. Also, we were highly inspired by Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, who oversaw Singapore's transformation from a British colony to a clean country that it is today.
Very cool. Manvir, do you want to add something to Janvi said, or you're comfortable with what she said?
No, because she already said all the points.
All right, so you have no additional points. Okay, then I will go to Sanana and
Dashna. Sanana?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
In Singapore, it is mandatory for all of us to wear a mask when we head out for our daily activities. However, we realized that we face many different challenges when we wear our mask out. It was a funny coincidence that all of us had different inspirations. For me, I actually saw my teacher shared this experience with me. Like, he went to a coffee shop and he took out his mask, put on the table, and it instantly flew onto the ground. So he got very flustered and he quickly finished eating his food and went back home for another spare mask.
Yes, I understand. I always carry an additional mask in my bag, by the way, just not to be losing the mask that I'm wearing. And anything additional you want to add, Dashna, to what Sandana said about the mask inspiration?
Another incident that kind of inspired us was when my father shared his experience of when he went to this restaurant, and they actually provided plastic bags to put the mask in. At first I thought it was a good idea, but then I realized that it was bad for the environment. So we thought of something that we could use in the long run. Then
an open question. Thank you. I think that's brilliant. Open question to all of you, and anyone who likes to answer can answer it. What was the most fun part? Like, you guys picked up serious subjects. These are really intense, serious subjects that you picked up for your project. What was the most fun part in doing the project that you enjoyed the most in doing that part?
Well, I have always enjoyed communicating to others, and over here at school we researched a lot about litter prevention, which was just so fun, and I enjoyed a lot sharing it during the tutor periods.
Okay. Very cool. Thank you, Janvi. Anyone else who thought that, oh my God, I just had the best time of my life doing this? Okay. All right, but if no one else had more fun than what you already shared, I think you guys have done an absolutely outstanding job. Really creative project that I have seen, and this is, you guys are the future leaders of the world, so very exciting. Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you, Rachna, so much for being here. Thank you for your words of encouragement as well. And we're so pleased that we had the chance to share with you the stories. Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being so open and sharing. And I'm sure Rachna agrees with me when I say a wonderful world for us is seeing you guys here together and doing this project and sharing.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for letting me be part of this. This is brilliant. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you all. So good luck, Rachna and Dolly. You have another session to go on to.
Yes, we need to run to that.
I know, our teams from Commonwealth Secondary, GIS, and Nikita and Russia. Thank you, guys. Great job. Well done.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks a lot.
Bye. Bye.
Здравейте, my name is Christian Tai from Plovdiv, Bulgaria. I am here to showcase the old town of Plovdiv. This is a very beautiful and ancient place. It is located on three hills, Nebet-Tepe, Jambas-Tepe and Taksim-Tepe. It was formed as a result of continuous life in the city. The old town is one of the most popular tourist destination in Plovdiv. I love to be living in this wonderful world.
Hi, I am Mohit.
And I am Jovan.
And we are at the Malayan.
The Malayan is a national symbol of Singapore. The fish body represents the fishing settlement Singapore was when it was called Temasek, meaning sea town. The lion head represents the original name Singapura, meaning lion city.
I am grateful to be living in such a wonderful city.
I am happy to be living in Singapore because of its many luxuries.
The Malayan is located at Raffles Place, so if you are ever in the area, do swing by.
Wonderful. I think we have 3 beautiful stories, amazing and very, very unique. So whilst Ireland focused on pollination, Singapore, Compass Wales Secondary focused on the patients who are very lonely at this point in time, right? So you reached out to them and share and tried to engage with them. So that was beautiful. And then we have Lebanon, completely different stories. And darling, we can't even imagine a situation like that happening, and what it really does, not only to adults, but the children. And it's amazing that you took the action and did this packing of food and even emotionally helping people. So Rachna, over to you. What is any burning question that you have for any of the teams? Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, well done. Congratulations. Very intense topic. As young as you are, to pick and make a project out of it. I think this is brilliant. Whilst you are studying hard, you've got the pressure of the grades. You took the time out to do something for the society. You're the future leaders, and it's very exciting to see what you guys are doing. I thought that was very, very impactful. So the question, I will throw a question, and I'd like each of the teams to answer, and whoever can decide to go first. I'd like to really know, what was the inspiration behind your project? Like, what inspired you to go after the topic that you picked, and then you created a project out of it? I'd like to know what was your inspiration. Who inspired you? A person, an incident, or a situation? I'd like to hear from you. Any team.
So I'll request Singapore to go. What inspired you to do this?
Hello. Can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Because of the global pandemic, so like it's very hard for the families of the patients to like visit them, so the patients will get very lonely in the hospital. So we did this to like accompany them and like give and like make friends with them.
Yeah. Thank you, Houston. And do you want to add something to that, Ijun?
And also, it might be quite difficult for the doctors and nurses. It's like, so we want to appreciate them for keeping Singapore safe during this period. Yeah.
Yeah.
Health professionals were your inspiration that you wanted to do it. So I think it's brilliant what you guys have done. Okay. Team from Ireland, who was your inspiration?
So what inspired us was actually our teacher, Miss Dodd, that is sitting behind me. Embarrassed right now.
You want to
And it's just that she started talking about pollinators and the way they're going extinct right now. And we were just like, here, we need to do something about this. We need to raise awareness. And with her help, we did this project and we got through it and we're here now.
Yeah, I think the brilliant thing about your project is not that you are doing something just for social impact. You created a business out of that as well, because you went and sold the things and then you sort of use that for social impact. I thought that was brilliant, very smartly done. Team Lebanon, what was your inspiration? I know it was a very difficult and a very tragic situation, but who inspired you? A person or a what sort of got you decided to do the project that you did?
يعطينا المايك.
Yeah, Dolly, do you want to just repeat that? We were unable to hear it properly.
Repeat it slowly, please.
As a Lebanese citizen, the extraordinary work by you from the school and here and shop. For everyone.
Focus. That's why we decided to use. You know, that's why.
There's nothing increased to say that it was left by the chance in pieces. It was nothing increased to say that we are the citizens of the land of Spain. The suffering was conflict. Thousands have been impacted by the tragic flood with humanity.
Okay, the sound is not very clear, but what we could hear. So just try to be close to the laptop. I don't think your mic may be working. Okay, so just try. Anything you want to add to that, Dolly?
Do you want to add anything, Dolly?
Dolly, do you want to add something, or just repeat what he said? Just keep the mic close to you.
We chose this
project was resulted in so that these people wanted the help of us. So we talked with the center that school to help us and
Okay, great. Thank you very much. So anybody else want to ask another question from each other? Dolly, do you want to ask anyone another question?
I have a question that tell us one thing this project, and how did this project change you? Tell us one thing you've learned about yourself while working on this project.
Wonderful. So who wants to go? So whilst you do something new, something so much purposeful, you learn something more about yourself and it changes you in some way, right? So what Dolly wants to know, how has this project changed you and what did you learn about yourself? So a bit of a reflective question though. Yes. Yes, Ellie.
For me, I feel like I just learned a lot about myself and it changed me in many ways, like how I teach and such.
Anything in particular? Do you want to share what would it be?
Like I got more confidence.
Okay, great, great. And what about you, Samantha? What did you learn about yourself?
So I learned that I can actually stand up in front of people and I'm okay with it, because before I used to be very scared, so confidence again.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, what about the team from Lebanon? How did this change you? I mean, the whole incident would have had impact on a lot of people. We've only seen it in videos.
I believe that we all want to be agents of change. I truly believe that we all desire to raise one another up. Sometimes we fail to act simply because we do not know what to do or for whom to do it. In truth, we all have opportunities to touch others' lives every day. Even the smallest act makes a positive impact.
And I think
our action was, but it helped a lot of people.
Right. So when you did help other people, how did that change you?
Helping others helped me find peace in my life. And as a firm believer that we, the universal we, are all connected.
Right. Thank you very much. Yeah. So we can actually feel it in your voice, right? And I hope everybody knows what happened in Beirut. Yeah. So and it had more than physical impact. I think emotional impact that all the people go through. And as Rachna said, you've been there, Rachna, right?
Yes.
And it's a beautiful country. So
yeah, I visited in 2006, and it was just an amazing. I was there for a week, and amazing city, amazing food, amazing people. I had such a great time, and I would love to come back there.
Yeah.
For a visit.
Okay, great.
You are welcome to come together.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. Anybody, Samantha, Ireland or Singapore, do you have any question you want to ask another country? This is your chance.
So what's it like living where you are right now?
Whom are you asking this?
We're just asking both of the schools because we're curious.
Sorry, Samantha, which country do you want this?
We're actually asking both because we're very curious.
Okay, so how is it to live in Singapore now during COVID? Is that the question? Yeah, how is it? How is it to live in Singapore at the moment? Rachna, how is it for you to live?
You can do most of it. I think if there's any place on this earth where I want to be feeling safe in this pandemic, I think Singapore is the place. yeah, I feel, I mean, as such, Singapore is very safe, very clean, very diverse, a beautiful, beautiful small country or island that we live in. But during pandemic, I think this is the place that I would want to be in, to be safe.
Yeah. Do you agree? Houston, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you've traveled or lived in another country. Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Lebanon? Kareem or Dolly? How's it to live in Lebanon now? Just keep your mic close to your face. Yeah, very close. Yeah.
All the people are now helping each other because they see others' pain in their eyes.
Yeah. And it must be very fulfilling to see that. Yeah.
It was so sad to see this massive blast affect a lot of people.
Okay.
But together we can make a change to many lives.
Yes, truly.
And we can change our community as we want it to be.
Yes, yes. So that's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Dolly, do you want to say something or any question you have?
I don't have a question. I just want to say that we should believe in our dream and in our imagining. Because if I can, you can. And for sure, together we can. And we will have a wonderful world.
Yes. And thank you. Thank you very much. That's really true.
I was glad to join this meeting.
Yes, yes. And yeah, that's wonderful. So this has been great sharing and amazing and very unique, as you said, Rachna, very unique projects from different parts of the world. I learned something about the pollination and so much being done about that. And if you start now and become advocates, I think it's really important for the environment. Okay, so that's wonderful. Thank you very much. It was wonderful. Thank you, Rachna.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. It's
And you're
wonderful to see you all.
yeah, making a wonderful world. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Eu me chamo Silmara, moro em uma comunidade quilombola, na cidade de Triunfo, no estado de Pernambuco, Brasil. As imagens que vocês estão vendo são da celebração da consciência negra na minha comunidade, no Terreiro da Cultura. Neste vídeo, estamos dançando o coco, dança identitária da nossa comunidade. Eu me sinto muito feliz e orgulhosa de dançar o coco e de celebrar nossa cultura. Eu amo minha comunidade.
I'm Ivayla and I'm from Plovdiv, Bulgaria. I'm here to show you one of the most famous places in Plovdiv, Nebet Hill. When I was little, I liked to come here a lot, and I still do. Nebet Hill is one of the 6 hills around which Plovdiv was built. From there, the existence of the ancient city begins. The view is amazing and the stones and rocks make the place unique and special. Whenever I go there, I find myself transported into another era. I'm proud to be living in this wonderful world.